Greetings, Cancer. What is up? This is Iyanda Siraj, the eclectic high priestess, and I hope I'm finding you well and in good spirits. Whether you are new or here all the time, you know what I'm saying, with me. I'm so grateful to be here. So thank you for coming back. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming back. This is the thing, Cancer. Your intuitive message was a dream turned nightmare. Okay. A dream turned nightmare. Oh my God. And I just looked over here at the top of this deck. It says change the station. We ain't there yet, but here we go. Change the station. A dream turned nightmare. Okay. So the first thing I'm hearing is of someone trying to take away someone's happiness. I'm hearing also something that very much had very good potential because of how things were managed in the situation turned into a major, major nightmare. Okay. It was an ideal connection. It was a divine connection. Okay. I feel like whatever happened, whatever choices were made, turned it into a nightmare for both people or for a lot of people in the situation. Okay, for you guys, Neptune energy was big. So dreams, imagination, the subconscious. So all of this is about, oh wow, I do, yeah. Remember I said someone trying to take someone's happiness? I feel like that's an energy of, okay, I'm seeing Stranger Things. I'm seeing the underworld. You remember how it was like a under version? I'm also seeing Coraline, so a dark version of that, of her life. Okay. I'm also seeing that Black Mirror episode where the video games, where the guy at the boss at the job was putting his employees off into this simulation, was putting people off into this simulation when they made him mad, and then their consciousness couldn't escape the simulation. So they would be out there walking around, but they were aware that their consciousness was stuck inside of this game or whatever. It was like Star Trek thing. So, so yeah. The point of it is that anytime he felt rejected or disrespected, instead of dealing with it like an adult or just acknowledging that not everybody's gonna like you or things are not always gonna go your way, mishandling of emotions, okay, misdirected energy. That's what I'm hearing. So he would do that, to steal their consciousness or download their consciousness into this game and then manipulate them and hold them captive in there, basically. Do all these different weird things to them, make them act certain ways. The women all had to be like romantically involved with him and stuff like that. So it was interesting. But I do feel like a dream turned nightmare, something that could have been very promising and could have been very fertile, was turned into was chopped off in the roots. The crop is destroyed. Okay. So all right. Now, Spirit, let's see what you got for okay, I'm being led to remember that the dream subconscious, that's also delusions as well when it's in its negative energy. So delusions would mean that either Cancer, you were creating this for someone else, or, well, if you were creating it for someone else, then you low-key have been already living in it. Okay, so let's think about that. You're already in a certain thing, and you have to be delusional to try to take power and control over somebody just because, like, you're delusional to think that that's the proper way to handle that, is what I'm saying. So there is a sense of delusion on one end, and if it's on the other end, then someone was trying to create delusion or something like that in your life. I'm not sure. Right? So let's see, Cancer. What do you have for Cancer, Spirit? Two of Cups is here. Yep. Two of Cups and the Star. And then the Queen of Cups. Listen, I said it was a dream turned nightmare. Okay. The Queen of Cups is a scryer, is a seer. Okay. So this is someone who can see the future, who can look into the future. And measure. I'm saying, I'm hearing collaboration, but manage or measure the compatibility. Measure compatibility. Okay, I don't know why you needed to know that, but something about measuring that compatibility energy here. So you got the Two of Cups, the Star, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody here had an opportunity for a very a wish fulfilling connection. And I feel like there may have been in the very beginning, there's feminine energy here that's overly influencing. Okay. I'm picking up Aquarius energy, but also the water signs are standing out. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? So whoever, whatever roles these people are in, and that's cool. I also feel like a Leo came in between a connection. A Leo came in between a divine connection or something that was trying to get off of the ground. See that Leo there? I'm also feeling like ego or lack of confidence could have definitely interfered in this situation too and caused people to act out in a way that wasn't beneficial to the connection. Wasn't beneficial to the connection, whatever the ego. I feel like there's also been multiple opportunities for healing here, but for whatever reason, ego keeps prevailing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So these are the two snakes that make up the cicadas, or what's the snakes on the pole thing called? Anyway, so like a health symbol, right? So anyway, there is a symbol that this is saying that they have many opportunities or portals that have opened to bring healing to this connection, but for whatever reason, the ego, the crown chakras are still blocked a little bit by ego, the third eye even blocked a little bit by ego. So I do feel like though there's something that's open right now. So we got another opportunity to meet, and the meet for the meeting of the minds. Look at that. We have another opportunity for meeting of the minds happening to provide. Okay. Every time your feet hit pavement, it'll summon unhealed solvents to deliver peace and healing. That was our meeting's true intent. Every time your feet hit pavement, it'll summon unhealed solvents to deliver peace and healing. That was our meeting's true intent. That's a Iyanda Siraj poem. Even if you never see me again, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Definitely feminine energy. I see Queen showing up hardcore. So nope. One is in support and one is in opposition. Okay, one is in support and one is in opposition. The one is the one that's in support is also in spirit. The one that's in objection is physical, like actually alive and well. This person, like I said, it could be a Leo. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, meaning that they don't want things to work together. They don't want these elements to come together. Okay, so whatever collaboration could have been had is now failing. It's not happening. Because the parties are all, nobody's giving what they need to give in order to create balance. Okay. Anything else you want to tell Cancer? Anything, whether it's related to this intuitive message or not, just tell me what I want them to hear. Page of Cups here. So there's a lot of people here. I'm picking up on an energy that says that whatever you wanted to give someone or whatever offer is coming into you, it's going to be deemed that it is not enough. Okay. It's going to be deemed that it's not fitting into the it's not going to be accepted. Maybe it'll be accepted, but the things won't play out the way you want it to play out. The Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups are both looking into their water vessels. Okay. Some intention hasn't played out in the way that it was that whoever desired for it to play out in a negative, it's not playing out that way. And I do get the feeling that there is some energy like, yep, see, Ace of Wands would say that someone is trying to prevent something from coming back together. Ace of Wands in upright for me is about something that's reignited, something that was short-lived and then gets an opportunity for renewal. It's like a match that can be struck twice. Okay. So yeah, someone is trying to stop this from getting a second chance. They don't want you to come out of the cold. They don't want you to feel like you can have success in this situation. All right. What else do you want to tell Cancer here? Cancer, you're going to be sending a message soon. So, okay, you're going to realize that wherever you've been pouring your emotions or your energy or your efforts into, it was almost like it wasn't needed. Okay, so there's something about like you're pouring it somewhere where it was not even needed, and then whatever this was, you was just trickling some down over here. So it's something about like wherever your attention was focused, you was pouring the majority of your energy there. And then there was something else that deserved your attention. Queen of Cups is back here, deserved your attention, or yeah, based on how they treat you. Okay, so there's something, some type of acceptance or patience or something like that that this Queen of Cups has shown, but you were giving them the least. Okay, you're giving them the least. All right. And then what's happening is you go to drink from this pond. You go to drink from this pond that you've been pouring into, and you realize you've been tricked with that fish. Look at that. You realize you've been tricked. So whatever you were pouring into, ooh, I heard somebody's paying child support for a baby that's not theirs. That's messed up. That's real messed up. Okay, so let's see. What else do you want to tell? Ooh, 1111. When I was just looking at that, somebody that was real for some. Ooh, and then false person. Look at that. Somebody's about to be taken out of the scenario. Like I said, she's right there with that Queen of Cups. That person is about to be unmasked. Tell me more about this false person. Let me have another card about this false person here. What you want to tell me? What you want to tell me about this false person? This person is a family member, or this person is connected to you through your root chakra or through some institution. So I feel like they could be connected to you through the military or through some government type of entity as well. Blind loyalty. Blind loyalty. You've been loyal to whatever that was for some time. Journey. Yep. But I feel like now you're moving away from it for some reason. We have the mice. I feel like there's definitely some details that you've picked up on, or some information that you've picked up on recently. Oh, okay. But you may also be having deteriorating health, or you realize that time is running out. Okay, so maybe you're about to tell. Oh, great fortune. Whatever are you about to bestow something on someone? Some ill person is about to bestow blessings upon someone else. Someone who's sick or getting ready to leave the world is going to bestow blessings on someone else. Okay. I'm also picking up on some blessing that was meant for someone, Cancer. If you took control of it, then you turned what was supposed to be a blessing for them into a nightmare. You wanted to make it a nightmare for them. Okay. But that time is passing, and the smoke is clearing. So if you have been the person, yep, the true north, this person is finding themselves, finding a direction. They know they're able to catch up. Okay, so it feels like somebody like altered somebody's timeline and created certain delays when there were supposed to be successes. There's something there, whether you were the person doing this or somebody was doing it to you. Okay. Now, since it was talking about you were trying to return to something and give it your energy, your true north and your wish fulfillment, then somebody has been trying to put blockages in your way. Okay. When you when you look at the minor details, you see how all these things have played together for some time, and how your relationships or how your choices have been manipulated up until now. Regarding a child, remember I said that your child, okay, your child. I'm also hearing that somebody's child could be ill, and this is how you find out that the child is not yours, because the child needs some type of medical attention that you're not able to help because you don't have the right match for them. All right. So what else do we have here for Cancer? We have Falcon rising above. I do feel like you're gonna be forced to take on a higher vibration, but it's not. I feel like you've kind of fought against it for some time. We have the key here. I feel like you've fought against it, thinking that you could go about this a different way than what is really required. Okay. It's like you have to go the way that's required. We have cardinal signs here. So yeah, this says that you had an idea, or you had a misconception about what could be created or how you could act in this situation. You thought that this was a thing, but it's not. You can't have it that way, or something like that. Something about, okay. I also pick up too, someone has been playing in other people's like destiny. Oh, okay. So like your Akashic records maybe, or like just doing life reviews on you to see what's supposed to happen to you, past, present, future, and then trying to block those things intentionally. Okay. That came up. Someone else was reading about that recently, but it's showing me here too, saying that your perception or the things that you see or your reality has been augmented for some time. And and when they talked about it, it was talking about MK Ultra. All right. So and let me just tell you this. You don't have to have a direct connection. You don't have to do nothing crazy to be attacked, or to be um to come to bring for you to come to the attention of people who can put MK Ultra on you, who can initiate mind control on you. It's one of those things to where, like, on the black market, people can get access to any of this kind of stuff. Like they can reach a person who can do this to you. Okay. They can reach a person who knows high level magic. They can reach a person who has a sex trafficking ring, like all these things. Like people can find all kind of stuff on that site, or I say on that site, but on that web, okay, that network. My baby's father, who happens to be a Cancer, showed me the black web a long time ago, and I was actually thrown off by the amount of stuff that is actually available on there, okay, that you can get. You know what I'm saying? Some people, now me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, people buying their drugs here, stuff like that, and I'm like, well, won't they get in trouble? And I remember him saying, the police are not looking for people who just want to get high. They're looking for people who try to traffic and this, and that. I don't know why I didn't hear that, what he was saying when he said it, but now I've heard it. So I'm saying that to you. There's definitely something here about where they went, or shopping the darkness for solutions to a problem. Okay. We have the man here. So Cancer, that could definitely be showing up as you being the person who was doing this now. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I feel like you was doing this, and the Sun. So whatever is happening now, though, I feel like the tables literally have turned for sure with the Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like whatever this is, even if you haven't fully come to Jesus, if you haven't fully come to terms with who you are, what role you played, and are now ready to accept that and move forward, even if you're not even at that place yet, the wheel has turned. It's turned. So it's like you can't, you know the truth regardless of how you decide to move with it. Okay, and that's what I'm hearing. These other two cards fell down here. Okay, so we have the scythe and we have the light bulb. So yeah, so I feel like there's, okay, so you have come to terms. You have had this aha moment, this realization. And I feel like at this point you might be trying to move in a more honorable way. If this is about somebody else around you, then you had this aha moment or this epiphany, and it's like, oh damn, I need to make things right. Oh, damn, I need to make things right. That's exactly what I'm hearing right now. Yep. Thoughts, problems, hesitation, confusion, indecisions, and misunderstandings. Yeah, I need to clear the air. I need to clear up this storm that I've created. Okay. So, okay, Cancer. I mean, do right. Do right. Yeah, quest. You're on this journey now to try to clean up a little bit of mess or something that's about to happen, because you could be getting ready to transition. And so you've been urged to balance karma, or I'm hearing the fear of dying is now causing you to tap in and be like, okay, God, I'm here. Let me make things right before I transition, right? So we have the crown chakra and the third eye. So I do feel as if you're trying to connect, Cancer, or someone around you is really trying to connect. They're having this aha moment. They're being brought to reality that they're getting ready to go into the other realm. And in the other realm, they will be judged accordingly. Okay. So perfection. Okay. Yeah. So I honestly feel like, whatever this is, expansion, even I'm feeling like if you have to make something right, you might feel like it's self-serving, and it might be self-serving, but it's still going to do the job. It's still going to do the job. But I also feel as if, there are some things that you're going to have to approach with the proper attitude. Some things you're going to be able to just take the action that corrects them, even if you don't feel like you have to, like you're supposed to. But like if you just take the action, that'll correct some of the situations. In other situations, you have to actually be in that space of embodying that lesson in order for that to pass. So this is what I'm telling you. Some of these things are going to be cleared up with your actions to reconcile. Some of these things are going to be things that you have to develop or heal within yourself before you'll be able to leave them behind or move on to the next thing. Okay. So now what I'm hearing in my spirit is that that means that, like, if you stole something, you in this lifetime, you can correct that by repaying it. Residual income, you can you can correct that by repaying it. But on the other side is that whatever those animosities were, or jealousies, or misconceptions about your ability to provide, or whatever was there at the root of you stealing, that still has to be addressed before you can move past it. Okay. So the wound is still going to be needed to be healed, even though the arrow or the bullet has been removed. Passion project. Okay. Residual income, passion project. What are you telling Cancers with this? What are you telling Cancers? Oh, I feel like there's definitely a thing about how you make monies, or how you draw in the things that you desire. Okay. What about this? Experience. Okay. So there's definitely something about personal experience. Okay. All right. Well, I'm picking up, okay, not yet is at the bottom. I said I pick up on some energy of like a little bit of jealousy or envy, okay, about somebody's capabilities, about how they make money or something like that, about how it's about them and how they do things and how they make money, or the lifestyle they get to live, or experience, even though they don't have to work as hard as you, or something like that. Root cause, yeah. See, root cause, meaning that there's something underneath these things. You have to address the root cause. Even though you're going to be making these situations right in the physical, you're going to have to balance them in the spiritual. Patience, okay? So be patient with yourself. And I feel like whatever this energy is, it was built up over time. So they're asking you to have, to honor yourself and know that, yes, you can change the events, but whatever those energies are, you might still have to work through. Fine print. The minor details of things. See, spiritual gifts. I talked to y'all about that before, right? Inbound opportunities and months. So yeah, remember I talked about somebody seeing your past, present, future, and and trying to alter the course of events or rush the events. Options. Create other things, bring other things into the environment that create confusion, so that you won't see what it is that you're supposed to do or what it is that you're supposed to take. Fashion, definitely some glamour magic, the outward appearance of things. I'm also hearing that fashion also means create. All right, YouTube or blog, whatever, you could be stealing from somebody's YouTube channel or blog, listening to recording their videos and posting them on your channel, saying that this person works for you or makes money for you, and they don't, and you just stealing they content. Okay, Cancer, come on now. All right, you can do these things yourself. You don't have to steal from other people, especially gifts. You have your own set of gifts, Cancer. What is this about people being so jealous? Days of things, sidelines. See, you feel like you're missing out on something, or that whatever attention or something that somebody else is manifesting in their life, you feel left out. Smug, like they don't deserve it and you do. And late night creep. Okay, I saw that I drive past your house, so I don't know who you stalking, Cancer, but you need to quit being a weirdo. All right, I've been a weirdo. Okay, let's check in with these warfare cards and see if they have a message for you. Uranus. Okay, Uranus came down there as well, so that's definitely a sense of rebellion, going against the grain. Okay, going against the grain. What was back here? All right, so I also feel like too something about you trying to stop somebody from experiencing a life that they're supposed to experience, or trying to manifest instability in someone else's life. Cancer. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all like I've been telling everybody else. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm telling you you ain't shit, but I'm talking to you from your higher self. Okay, I'm talking to you from your highest self, and so it ain't that I don't think you shit. Is that they trying to tell you that you messing some shit up. All right, so you try to create instability in someone's life because this stops them from acknowledging or realizing their full potential. That's what the card says. Something for you as well. North Node, that definitely Uranus and North Node means that you or somebody else was attacking someone, creating instability in their life so that they couldn't grow themselves, so that they couldn't feed the dreams, the aspirations that they were being given, the destiny that they've been given. You trying to come up against it. I'm not sure how you thought that was a thing, but okay. So I do feel as if you're trying to separate someone from their destiny, create instability. I'm also feeling like too, like creating an energy where a person has to constantly pick up, like start over. So if that's what you've been going through, cool. But if that's what somebody else has been putting you through, then it just means that this is just telling me that this is North Node, and yes, they can take you off course or detour you or delay you, but you can still get this done. I also feel like you focusing too much on somebody else's and trying to block somebody else's destiny in abundance. Who was this? Leo or Aries? Where you miss out on yours, it was Aries, who trying to block somebody else's or adopt somebody else's stuff, where they block, you miss out on yours. I do feel like covens and groups. Okay. Cancer, I'm not sure if this is you or somebody else, but whoever hired some covens or whoever been practicing black magic, whoever went on the dark web to try to make somebody a target for black magic and manipulation, game stalking, somebody did that to somebody in this situation, Cancer. And it feels like all of that's being blocked. And let me see. I wouldn't be surprised if that shit's getting returned to sender. Freeze. Okay, so no, it's just gonna stop the efforts. Ooh, it's gonna teach you the lesson though. Oh, you're gonna feel it. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel it. Yes, I hear the mental health. It says your psyche is splitting right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody is going to deal with some type of mental break or split because of this energy here. You're going to learn the lesson. It's something you didn't know how to, something you did, you didn't really know all of the details about it or how it works. But I do feel as if you feel like you know all the answers to somebody's story. I feel like feel like you have the script, because this is the instructions card for this deck. I feel like you have the script, you have all the answers, like you know it all, and something is going to come humble you in a minute. Somebody's going to come humble you in a minute. All right, so let's get your fractal and close your energy. Let's close this up. Actually, they told me to get a crime card. What have you been up to? Certain. I'm only bringing this one out when it feels like it needs to come out. So it does. Homicide. Who? What? Child abandonment. Ooh, disorderly conduct. What else? Fake death again. Come on now. And poison. Virgo. That was in the Virgo. Literally, Virgo got poison and fake death. So and I just heard that song that I just heard yesterday. Kanye, somewhere along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. That's what I just heard. Someone tried to take your soul, have you floating around here, or you try to do that to somebody. Okay, let's shuffle again and tell me what you want me to know about Cancer. Cancer, you tried to set somebody up, or they try to set you up for drug possession, conspiracy to sell drugs, possession of drugs. I'm also picking up like child endangerment because you would have had these drugs with you around your kids. This is you doing this to somebody, or somebody doing it to you. Breaking and entering. I feel like you could have been entering someone's home without authorization, or they could have been doing this to you, or you could have been hiring somebody to do it, or this is one of the ways that you were manipulating them or trying to create a nightmare in their life. So you were there when they were sleeping. I feel like voyeurism. So you've been watching this person in their most intimate moments. And prostitution. I don't know if you're selling videos of them on the black web, but that's that bullshit that I don't like. Okay. I just heard if you was doing some monitoring of somebody and sharing it somehow, I just heard, I don't know if this is a thing, but I just heard that you gonna create a new law. Whatever you're doing is gonna have a new law come into play, or something is gonna be more enforced from this point forward, and you're gonna be the reason. So that means that whatever you're doing is not gonna be small. So you better quit, or whoever this is, they better stop, because it's going to set the tone for something on a large scale. Okay. So this is saying, for instance, like, I don't know what I would call it, but like I saw rape, but I'm also picking up on a fact that it's not physical rape. I'm seeing that you or someone is abusing someone sexually online. Like, what is it called? Exploiting someone online. Okay. And so if you did this to someone, you're gonna go to prison. Honestly, if somebody's doing this to you, they going to prison. Whenever it's found out about this situation, if you've been doing this to somebody, you going down, Cancer. Trafficking. Did you try to sell somebody off? We got prostitute and trafficking. Did you try to sell somebody? Child abandonment. Probation violation. Come on. I'm done. Let's move on to the fractal. Disorderly conduct would say that someone was trying to trigger you into behaving a certain way, or you were doing this to other people. Gang stalking. Yep. Trying to get them to react or behave in a way that would have them labeled as unstable, mentally challenged, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna need y'all to calm down, Cancer. I don't know all that power. That's what the black web does to people. Gives them power, gives them things that they would normally have access to. And why would you want anything to do with something that's called the black web? Why would you even want to put yourself there? 30, number 30, that's flames or a crown. And then we have 42. There's a big portal happening here, a big portal happening here. It's something opening wide, a web. Look at that. This is the black web. Look at that. Y'all can't even see that actually creates a web, can you? Can you see it? There's an actual web there. So there's definitely something about accessing the web, accessing the dark web on this card. And then over here, I feel like it's crown. I feel like there's some type of inheritance or something like that that's tied to this. What do these cards say? Card 30. Goddess, see, crowned, inheritance, someone's spiritual sovereignty, their gifts that came up down there. So goddess, her yellow crown denotes self-empowerment, and the red denotes a strong embracement of her feminine sexual energy. Someone is definitely harvesting someone's sexual energy or taking inappropriate videos, photos, and sharing them online. Okay, sharing them like on something, you putting them on some platform, and it's not authorized, or something, you don't have that person's authorization. I don't know what this is about. Okay. For women, the goddess is here to remind you that your sexuality is an important part of being in a female body, and is just as important as all the other aspects that make you you. For men, there is a strong female energy around you. Begin to study and understand this feminine energy, as it plays an important role in balancing your male energy. So for somebody, this is a twin flame connection or a deep, powerful soulmate that y'all been meant. Remember, I just said that poem at the beginning. Every time your feet hit pavement, it'll summon unhealed solvents to deliver peace and healing. That was our meeting's true intent. So you met this person, you connected with this person, you built whatever was built with this person initially, because that was a path of healing for the both of you. Okay. It was a path of healing for both of you. All right. I also feel that too, like I said, somebody is abusing someone else's sexual energy. Okay. Trying to harvest it. Anything else for Cancer? They want me to pull you a Keepers of the Light card. Okay. So that means that higher authorities want to speak to you right now, or higher authorities have a word for you, right? Like, so I feel like maybe there's a judgment coming down for you, maybe you're going to court, some type of judgment is coming down for you. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Yes, so you are receiving a judgment. I said a judgment. You're receiving some type of judgment. Move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. So downloads and understanding. Yeah. So there's definitely some karmic debt that you are paying off right now. And honestly, it doesn't feel like, this feels like more like you're going to get to watch somebody else receive good karma. Okay. So it's because downloads and understanding, it's like there's something that's about to happen. Downloads, meaning there's something that's about to happen, some information you're about to receive about a karmic balancing. Okay. So like I said, I did feel like Cancer was going to try to reconcile something. You're going to try to reconcile a situation, and it's going to reconcile the physical element of it, but there's all these personal spiritual lessons that you have to go ahead and acknowledge and receive. Okay. I'm also picking up too, whatever web you did weave, you're probably caught up in it now. Like I said, if you were selling somebody's stuff and you got caught, because now you prostituting, now you a pimp, now you are trafficking, right? And I think that what I was trying to pick up with when it came for the law, I feel like there's going to be some sort of like new term or something like that that's coined or branded that talks about that. It's not just going to be exploitation, but it's going to be something that's tied to like rape, Wi-Fi rape or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a weird like term, but it's going to be necessary for this new age that we're in. Okay. Because people are like recording people, listening to their conversations, like that kind of stuff, that peering into your personal life and into your personal world. That's going to be a thing. I also feel like too, with you, Cancer, and this may not specifically resonate with you, but in general, I feel like there's going to be new laws that include witchcraft. They include the unseen, the unknown, the occult. I feel like there's going to be new laws and legislation that are going to be coming down, because this is something that people are knowing about. It's something that can be hidden. And why I'm saying that is because I was watching maybe like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, this documentary about mute magic in Haiti, and how it's such a big deal. And because it's a core belief there, it's a core belief, voodoo or vodun is a core thing there, that the legislation, the court systems recognize witchcraft as a legit thing, right? They recognize witchcraft, and they have people who can diagnose witchcraft. So I feel as if there's something that's about that, where it's going to be in the courts. It's going to be there's legal terms that have to be created for all these things, because they're happening to people, and you can't penalize people without having a name for it, or having a legislature, having laws and legislature in place. Legislature. you can't hold people accountable for this if it's still treated like, oh, it's not real, right? So now this is going to be a big thing, because when this happens, a lot of organizations, governments, and things like that are using black magic or harvesting or energy harvesting dynamics, or energy altering mechanisms and things like that, are also going to be brought to light. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be big, not just for you on a personal level, but it's probably going to have some laws coming into effect and things. So, wow, I almost choked on that. Didn't you guys have a second card? Did I read the second one? Wasn't there a second card? 42. Let's read it. Fairies. You are being asked to watch for situations that may get you fired up. Remember, every experience you have is a part of your learning. If you do find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, do your best to stay in the moment. Be mindful and do not allow yourself to slip back into old patterns. By staying true to who you are now, you will find the situation will resolve easily. The fairies are showing you the magic of staying present and heart-centered. I feel like there might be a move that you make and there might be a level of rejection that you experience with it. Don't allow yourself to fall into what created the situation that you're trying to reconcile in the first place. Okay. And I hear somebody's, so if for somebody, it's your response to rejection. Okay. So make sure that you don't fall back into old patterns just because you don't get your way. Okay. All right. That's all I got for you, Cancer. Peace.